How long does it take to receive a parcel? Sometimes it can be a day or several weeks, depending on the postal service and the service where you ordered the things you needed. But in the Middle Ages, waiting for the product on average could take for more than a year. So much time was required for merchants to pass the entire route, as a rule, along the main highways of that time, the Great Silk Road. They encountered various obstacles, illness, civil strife, difficult weather conditions, and much more. Merchants stayed in cities that arose and developed along the way. These were one of the main points of trade. The merchants even founded one of the cities. Its name is Jamukat. According to archaeologists, today Jamukat is identified with the settlement of Kostobe. The settlement of Costobe is located 15 kilometers from Taras. The city was first explored by the archaeologists in 1938. Discovered ceramics and coins made it possible to date the findings to the 6th-12th centuries. These were the heyday of Kostobe. In addition, the findings proved that scientists had discovered a large trade and craft center. At the same time, the historian Vasily Bartold suggested that the characteristics of the settlement of Kostobe coincide with the city of Jamukat, mentioned in the records of medieval geographers. The city was founded by Bukhara merchants in the 6th century. During the reign of Han Abruya in Bukhara, merchants experienced severe pressure from him and were forced to turn to the Supreme Hagan with a request to provide them with land for construction of the city. The ruler gave them a place for the construction in the Talas Valley. So the city began to grow and build. The merchants gave it the name Jamukat or Hamukat. Hamuk, translated from Bukharan, means pearl and Kat means city. Also, the Bukharians called their noble and rich relatives Hamukami. Like all medieval cities of that time, Kostobe was well protected from external enemies. The city had a rectangular shape, which was surrounded by walls, towers, and moats between them. One could get into the city through the city gates located in the western wall. Kostobe consisted of a Rabat, commercial and industrial suburb, a Shahristan, a central part, a fire temple, and a necropolis. Archaeologists managed to find buildings from different periods. One of them is the Kostobe Palace. It was built in 2 stages, in the 6th to 8th centuries and in the 8th to 10th centuries. The building, like many others of that period, was severely destroyed since from the 13th century this territory was used as a cemetery. The walls of the palace are lined with adobe bricks. Fireplaces and hearths were found in several rooms. Archaeologists especially know that Kostobe clay carvings with which medieval builders used to decorate the facing tiles. Geometric elements are most often found in it: circles, arcs, spirals, rhombuses, as well as plant patterns, curls, stems, leaves, fruits, and flowers. The most common motif was the vine. Moreover, the structure of the picture differs from analogues found during excavations of other historical monuments. The drawings here are more complex and varied. Similar elements of carvings indicate the presence of close culture ties between the Kostobe and the cities of Central Asia, the Near and Middle East. The center of the architectural complex was a hall connected by passageways with all other rooms. Here, recesses from the bases of the column with a diameter of 60 centimeters were found, which indicates that the columns were very massive and the height of the room reached 3 meters. Necropolises were also found in Kostobe. Most of the burials were made in Naus funerary structures of a rectangular and square shape made of adobe bricks. In one of the necropolises, 20 noces were discovered, attached end to one another, and located in 2 rows along the perimeter of the eastern, northern, and western sides of the hillock. There were narrow aisles 1 meter wide between the rows. The center of the building, free of noces, may have served as a courtyard. Fragments of a ceramic mug with the ring handles and jugs with drawings of plums were also found here. Among the most common findings are silver and bronze earrings made of wire, as well as earrings in the form of a ring on which a bead is strung. They also found hams with bones. Moreover, as it turned out, previously broken but repaired vessels were used for burial, where earrings and rings were placed with the main bones of the skeleton and the skull. Such necropolises were widespread in Central Asia, South Kazakhstan, and Jetissu. Urban life in Kostobe, like in many other cities that grew up on the Great Silk Road, stopped due to the Mongol invasion. In 2014, the city of Kostobe was included in the UNESCO World Heritage List as one of the Kazakhstani components of the Chang'an Tianshan Corridor of the Great Silk Road and is under state protection.